Yes, people, welcome back to the studio. In today's video, we're going to be looking at layering in your tracks. I've had a few people request this, so I thought I would show you how I go about layering in my tracks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start a track from scratch, and I'm going to show you how within the first 8 bars of my music, of my tracks, that's what I call the groove builder. And within the groove builder is where you add all the layers to the track before you actually make it. This is just the way I do it. And I think it will really benefit you to see how I do this. So yeah, let's get stuck in and see what we can cook. Boom. So we're in. So I'm going to just start with the top. I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to just build a track out within the first 8 bars. Like I said, this is how I make sure that with it, before I even build the track out across the rest of this project, within the first 8 bars here, I actually build out pretty much like the loop, the main loop of the track. And if it sounds good, we're winning. So I'm just going to start with the drums. So just going to go for a kick. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Oh, yeah, I found this cool free plugin as well, actually, you might like. It's called, what's it called? It is called Orb Hits, ORBHITS. Full of old school rave sort of sounds. So I'm going to use that in this track actually. See what I can make. So I got my kick. I'm not gonna rush, but I'm gonna go pretty quick. So I'm gonna just show you really the layering and how I'd layer stuff. So when I'm making, always labeling everything, just because then I know what is in my track. Just gonna delete that set. Yeah, quite a nice bouncy kick there. Okay, so kick and then bass. So I'm going to go straight in with the good stuff. Slowly layering. Again, this is kick and your bass are pretty straightforward things to add creative wise. Do you know what I mean? You don't really have a track without a kick and a bass. Well, house music. Okay, I like that little cheeky loop. So this is this MB orb hits I've just got. So I'm going to see what it's got. Okay, I like that. That didn't take long. Okay, so we're gonna add. So kick is always in mono, bass is either in mono or bass mono. Might even just add a little variation on the ends. I'm not working in a key yet, if you were wondering. Purely just jamming at the moment. So the kick and the bass are sounding sweet. I'm just going to add a few drums. So I'm just going to go 909 kit. So it's got all the drums loaded for me. We'll go for a bit of a snare. Might add a little snare at the end. Could go snare or could go clap. I'm feeling the clap. Oh, that tom's cool. Yeah, so I'm just kind of layering at the moment. More layering the drums, so less layering different elements like the snares and stuff, but I will get to that shortly. Yeah, I don't really use toms, but this sounds kind of cool. Cheeky little hi-hat. But if you've not used the drum kits, I would definitely recommend, because as you can see, I am building these drums out super quick. I think I don't really like the closed hi-hat sound, but for now I'm just gonna mess around with the velocity, turn them down a little bit. But just, yeah, for now. Yeah, the hi-hat makes a really big difference. So yeah, I'm just gonna build this out just a little bit before I start adding anything else, so I can kind of hear where the track's going. You can always swap the different sounds in. So like this open hi-hat is nice. But if I wanted to swap it in, if I just hover over it on the drum kit, click this little arrow circle, and then you can swap. It's a hot swap mode, so you can swap in any. Ooh. Don't know about that. Yeah, that would do. That would do. Before we get carried away on the drums. Okay. Yeah, like I said before, we do get carried away on getting the drums right. Okay, I like that. I like that. We're going to move on. So we've got the drums, we've got the bass, we've got the kicks. So what do we layer next? Again, I'm just building within this little groove builder area, I like to call it. So I can just add stuff now to this. Like, okay, a vocal. Vocal would be cool. What vocals we got? Ooh. Jeez, I've never even heard that. That sounds really cool. Yeah, so I've kind of just I've loaded this vocal into a MIDI, so it's going to sound like a Vox, but it's just another layer that makes it sound kind of cool. So I'm just going to build it across. Again, another layer. Just going to pan it a little bit. Call that Vox 1. And then what else can we add? We could add another vocal. A vocal that's a little bit more, bit less chopped than that one.
What I need. Let me hear you say. Give it to them.
Check it out.
Give it to them.
Okay, I kind of like that. So again, I'm just kind of experimenting, but within this groove builder, I'm not trying to build out the track. I'm literally just adding layers.
Give it to them. Give it to them. Step off. Step off. Give it to them. Give it to them.
Don't really like that one anymore.
Step off.
Like that little vocal, I'm going to just have that across the track. So I'm going to call that vocal 2, make it this color. Don't. Maybe add a little bit of reverb.
Step off. Step off.
Okay, so the track's come in. It's quite a groovy sort of vibe. Again, what I'm just doing though is I'm just adding layers. So what could we add next? What I probably want to do at this point is I'm going to go back actually to, you know, this plugin I talked about, this Orbits. I'm going to use this Orbits and just see if I could add maybe a synth hit. This is where being in key is useful, because if I was in key, I'd know exactly what notes I can add and it would sound fine. So I'm going to go back to this bass and see what notes I've drawn. So yeah, I don't know what scale that is. So I'm going to, if I just search up major, go to audio effects, MIDI effects, add this major effect onto this channel. This means now, whatever scale I set this to, the notes will all be played within that scale. So what I'm probably going to do is just keep on testing out each scale to see if it will sound like my original pattern, which is this. Oh, close, not quite. Nope. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Oh, okay, we could be onto something. You know what, that would do. I think I'm literally one note out. So F sharp major is the one. So what I'm going to do is do the same on this one. I'm going to just set this to F sharp major. And now anything I draw in this new channel, which is going to be my first synth of the track, should be in F sharp major. So I'm just going to change the sound. Let's have a look. Ooh, we got a lot of sounds. It's quite a chunky sounding block of wood, apparently. A pad, a hit. I'm going to just add a bit of reverb to this channel. I like that one. Nice little rave stab. That will do. Nice little rave stab on top. It's quite short and snappy, so I'm going to add a bit of delay. Mess around with the feedback and the dry wet. Maybe ping pong it. I might even pan this synth just to the left slightly as well. So I'm going to copy and paste that synth pattern, and I'm going to find another synth sound. You could even do a cheeky little call and response. So oh, clashes with the vocal, so yeah, I like the pattern, but it's just the sound. Ooh. Maybe a piano would be cool. It's the sound that I need to get. We could even, let's just... Yeah, even just one little one shot at the beginning. I'm going to pan this new one to the right a little bit. Extend the length of it a little bit. Delay as well, just to make it last a bit longer. But yeah, I'm like I said at the beginning, I'm just kind of building in this little groove pool, and then I can use this across the whole track when I'm ready to make it. I don't have to use it. It's just a little idea. Synth 2. This plugin has a few pads in, so I'm gonna have a look at a pad. Again, I'm gonna just make sure I'm copying and pasting the major, F sharp major, so everything is gonna sound sweet. Right, let's have a look. What pads have we got? This plugin is free. It's got so much cool stuff. Fair play. Might see how this goes. Oh, it's a nice pad, but not maybe the vibe. Ooh, wow. Add a bit of reverb. Oh, that is such a nice pad. I don't think it's the right one for this sort of track. That is a very nice pad. Again, don't know whether it's really the right sort of sound for this, but Yeah, not really the vibe. But you can see how I could have added that in this little funky 8-bar loop. So from here, I can now, if I was ready to, I could start to kind of build out some more ideas across the track. So that's my solid 8-bar loop. Like that is the core of the track. When everything's pumping, all of those elements are included. But what I could do now is I could use this next 8 bars here to maybe just look at what it would sound like on a breakdown. So I could even just go with, take the kick and the bass out.
Step off.
Take the drums out.
Step off.
Bring them back in.
Step off.
So straight away, you use the groove builder just to build out the track idea. Add all the elements, add those layers that you want to add, see how it goes. And then, again, you don't have to build the track out at this point. You can just maybe add another 8 bars and just have like a breakdown idea and then bring everything back. So it's like you're almost previewing snippets of the track you're about to make. When I do this, it helps me add extra layers. So on a breakdown, the sort of 90s old school vibe I like to make usually has a string in. So I could add a synthetic string. And I'll add it here. Again, remembering to add F sharp major. And I'm going to just add a little string in the background. Turn it down a little bit.
Step off. Step off. Step off.
So yeah, you can see, the layers come slowly but surely. And I think a good way to do it is, and this is the way I'll do it. Like if I'm making a track, if I've even only put a few elements in the groove builder and I feel ready to build the track out, then I will. But if I'm still in that kind of like just jamming, seeing what works, what doesn't, I'll just loop, keep this on a loop.
Step off.
Maybe just take away the drums a little bit.
Step off.
We could even add another vocal. Do you know what I mean? Like you could just see what another vocal works like. I've got so many random vocals.
Yeah. No. She.
I do like these little kind of like voxy one shots that you can add across the track.
Step off.
Right in the corner. Just panning it in the corner, adding a bit of delay, reverb. When I'm doing it on here and I'm saying I'm adding delay and reverb, I'm turning up these channels in this little bit, and these are the return channels. So basically in every project you've got, you'll have your A and your B channel. This is basically like a default effect, little like booth that's always added to your tracks. So your default, instead of if I wanted to add reverb or delay to this, my one go-to would be to go to the audio effects and then search up delay or reverb. But essentially, this little A and B channel just saves you time not having to do that. So instead, you can see I've got delay on B, reverb on A, which corresponds to these two little boxes. So if I wanted to add delay, I turn this one up, reverb this one up. Just saves you time having to go in and find it. So yeah. I think this is pretty much, what I kind of wanted to show you. Just how I go about building the layers of the track. It's a really effective way, you know, especially if you're short for time or if you just want to be a bit more efficient with your production. If you've got like a whole track and you were wanting to add stuff to it, then I think you can also do it like this. What I'd probably do is, as you can see, I've looped the first 8 bars here right at the beginning of my track. I'd probably go to the main drop of the track you've made and just do exactly the same. Loop the first, like the main 8 bars of it, and then add some more channels and just just add stuff. See what works, see what doesn't. And that's how I'd add layers. Sometimes less is more, you know, sometimes you don't need as many layers. But if you feel like if you've made a track and like you're listening to it back and it's like 3 minutes in and it sounds exactly the same as like a minute in, or there's nothing new coming in, just try adding little one shots. You know, you can see here I've got this little synth, bit of delay. I've got this other little synth as like almost like a call and response. Pan it a little bit, and you're not adding significance, but you're just adding that extra this extra little ear candy. So there you go. And also, if you haven't, check out this All Pits plugin, free. Got some really cool 90s sounds going in this one. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see, and I'm more than happy to cover it. And yeah, send me some tracks if you guys have been cooking tunes. I'm very keen to listen. Be cool to, you know, get a little bit of community going, share some track IDs between us all. And yeah, just keep on creating and enjoying the process. So yeah, I will catch you in the next